Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lethal Weapon for the Super Nintendo. This is a pretty decent game, I think. It's made by Ocean, so the initial impression is usually pretty bad, but I found, like most Ocean games, that the more I stuck with it, the more I enjoyed it. Like, now that I can beat the game, I think it's a lot of fun. One thing I do gotta say, the graphics are not that great. Like, this is a bit misleading here. Yeah, choose your mission. You think, hey, okay, that's a pretty cool, you know, little title screen. Maybe we're in for something good, but immediately disappointed. Bam, oh God, it looks so awful. Look at this, look at Riggs. Wow. So this is the police station. I can choose the mission that I want to do. Mission 1, Mission 2. Missions 3, 4, and 5 are up here. 3, 4, and you can't go into Mission 5 until you've done all of the other stages. And you'll notice that the elevator doesn't go up any higher. Right, and I can't go over here to the right, so it's a bit misleading. It kind of makes you feel like there's more to it, but there's not. I believe you can stand on the roof of the elevator, maybe not. So if you're a sane human being, you're probably going to do Mission 1 first. Let me turn the music down there a bit. You're probably going to do Mission 1 first, and the game started you with Riggs, so you're probably going to try to do the stage with Riggs. But I guarantee you that that is not the way you want to do it. What you want to do is be Vitch-Ta, because Vitch-Ta can jump higher than Riggs. Riggs can shoot faster than Vitch-Ta, but Vitch-Ta jumps higher than Riggs. The problem is that Vitch-Ta doesn't jump that much higher than Riggs, and Riggs doesn't shoot that much faster than Vitch-Ta, so it's not apparent immediately. It's not like Mario 2 where Luigi is obviously the best jumper in the game. It's almost pretty subtle, but in Mission 1, you have to jump across these ropes hanging from a crane, and it's a head bonker jump, and Riggs will bonk his head and immediately fall down into the water, making the jumps frustratingly difficult. But with Vitch-Ta, the jumps are a lot easier, so I bet a lot of people played this game and went straight to Mission 1, and then got frustrated with like a really early jump and turned it off, assuming the game was shitty. So if you want to switch your character, I think maybe Ocean did this on purpose, is that they want you to switch your character as kind of like a tutorial. You have to go here to the locker room, and when you go to the locker room, people say things. So I'm gonna turn it back up, and we're gonna check this out.
I'm too old for this.
Yeah, I'm too old for this. The real quote is, I'm too old for this shit, but you know, we'll switch back.
Hey Mo.
Hey Mo, which is a terrible quote. Out of all the things Riggs could have said, that was the worst. So anyways, we're going to be Vitch-Ta, and we're going to go straight to Mission 1. We're going to get this started. Reports received of a group of international smugglers guarding an illegal consignment of goods. Infiltrate the dock and seize the consignment. This is not important. All you have to do is get to the end of the stage. It kind of sounds like maybe you're supposed to do something, like you have an objective. You do not. Just get to the end of the stage. But first and foremost is the music. You might want to fast forward a minute, because I'm just going to pause the game and we're just going to jam out, because this music is on point. Okay, let me turn it back down a little bit. Dude, I love the music. Maybe I've just heard it a lot, but it's my favorite. So you can shoot this guy. There's no need to climb down that ladder. Just jump across to this one. Wait for that guy to shoot before you pop up. And this stage has like a weird bug in that when I shoot and jump, an extra bullet comes out. I don't really know what's up with that, but I'm going to use it here to kill an extra guy and save myself a shot. So I'm going to shoot, jump, and the second bullet killed that second guy. I don't know why the game does that. It's just the thing that happens. I do jump up ladders. Not so much the ladders here, but the ropes are going to be helpful to climb up. It's a neat speed trick, if you will. But this is right here. Oh, watch out for the guys throwing stuff. This is the area where Vitch-Ta excels, I mean. So this is the head bonker jump, right? You got to get on the rope, and then you got to climb all the way to the top, and we're going to wait it out. Now, first of all, jumping off ropes sucks, right? Like, get off the fucking rope. I'm not really sure how you jump off a rope. But you'll also notice that I bump my head and kind of float there for a second. Riggs shucks at jumping, so he'll bump his head and then he'll just like immediately fall down in the water. Go away, construction worker. Whatever. He was being extremely uncooperative. But Murtaugh will bump his head and float for a while, which allows you to make the jump. And a lot of people can't get past that right there. So here on this second rope, there's really no reason to even do anything. Just fall and grab the ladder. Pop that guy. And you get to cut out not much of the stage, but you cut out a couple of platform jumps. And this is pretty much the end of section 1. This guy can't get you if he walks, but he can get you if he shoots. He puts his gun like a couple of pixels higher when he shoots. And wait for the shark to go away here. The shark just swims through the wall. I don't know why he swims through the wall. I can't swim through the wall, but he does. Get the ammunition. You can run out of ammo. I wouldn't say it's tight, because if you run out of ammo, there's usually like another clip just a few guys away, but it's always worth it to pick up more. And again, wait for the sharks to dip out here. And if I do this right, yeah, I can pull off the little glitch where I like duck and sink underwater. So sink down to the bottom. You can go onto the ship up there and you can like platform jump your way across, but there's really no need. We're going to have to do some of that here in a second, but you can skip the first half of the boat by just swimming underwater and getting this and a clock and another clip and another little, you know, bullet, another piece of life, a bulletproof vest, and then you can't go over anymore. Now you can continue to swim underwater, but this is the boat that you want to jump on. This is your last chance to get on the ship, so jump on here. Now you're going to notice, see that like life vest thing and the grenade throwing guy. These grenade throwing guys are a real pain in the ass because they can lob their grenades at a lot of different angles, and you usually get lucky, but they can be real dicks. Sometimes it's hard to avoid both the life preserver and this, so I usually try to just wait the life preservers out. But you can stand, if there's a life preserver up there like there was, you can stand on this first wooden plank and you'll be safe. I would have been safe right here. So I may try that later. This is another example of those guys sucking. See the timing being wrong, but he threw 2 good grenades. You can go in these doors, but they take you to like these little like back area rooms where there's like bonus items and stuff. I don't typically go that way. I don't think that there's enough items or enough clocks or anything to really make it worth the risk. And sometimes you have to go in certain doors in certain orders. That was risky. I'm going to pause it here because this is another one. So I usually skip those areas. Now, normally I can clip through the gray areas, but you see the door to my right there? I don't want to jump off this boat until this boat is all the way at the bottom like that. Because most of those gray areas in front of the door, you can just go right through. But to stop you from like cheating and going straight to the door, this wall is solid. But it's solid all the way around. It's solid on the bottom as well. So if you tried to jump off the boat there, you would collide with the wall and fall into the water. And then you have to swim all the way back to where I first got on the ship and do the platform jumping again. Most of the enemies stay dead, but the platform jumping sucks. So this last boat specifically, wait for it to be at the bottom because you can bonk your head on this wall. It's the only solid wall up there. This area, this is probably the worst part of the stage. This is the second half. After this, there's the boss. There's no need to climb the bar for this second set of jumps. You can jump over 2 propane tanks at once, but it's close. A better player could pull it off. Not me, though. I'm not going to take the risk. Whoa. Okay, I'm not sure what was up with that. Oh, wow. See, and then it just throws off your whole mojo. But that's all right. We'll be fine. Watch out for this guy. And that's exactly why. And again, this guy. The problem with the propane tanks is that they block your shots. So sometimes you can't kill bad guys because the bad guys can throw stuff at you, but you can't hit the bad guy because the propane tank's in the way. But again, the dopeness of the music just makes it all so much better. And these machine gun guys are the worst because they shoot at you off screen. And if you're doing your mojo right, you know, and everything's working out well, You can kind of have like a speedrun pattern to this game, but if things go bad like they're going now, it's hard to tell where a character's gonna be. Like there's another machine gun guy here. There he is. All right. This is a checkpoint, so I want to make it all the way to the end with Vitch-Ta if I can, but if you can at least make it this far, at least this is like a checkpoint. But don't be confused, because a big part of the game is like going all the way to the left, climbing up, going all the way to the right, climbing up, you know, and so on and so forth. And you can fall down to lower areas. Like it's still possible for me to miss this rope jump and fall all the way down to where the propane tanks were at. You also notice that I'm about to run out of time. I don't know if you can hear it beeping. It'll appear as if I die when I run out of time, but actually you just lose life. Now, I don't have any life, so it actually is going to kill me, but running out of time isn't automatic death. It just takes a hit point away. I just don't have any hit points. Maybe we can make it. Ah, cool. See, I got one, but I should be okay. Yeah, see, I'm still alive. So that worked out well to my advantage, which is a little weird at first. It looks like you died, it acts like you died. You don't understand why sometimes when you die, you come back as the other character. Like when Vitch-Ta dies, I'll come back as Riggs, and when Riggs dies, I'll come back as Vitch-Ta. But if you run out of time and you think you die, you come back as whoever you were. It's not very clear at first. It's kind of an oddity. But that's what's happening. I knew I shouldn't have taken the risk. That was dumb. And now I'm Riggs. And that sucks because I have to do some rope jumps. And Riggs jumps worth shit. So you'll see how easy I did them as Vitch-Ta. And you'll see how close some of these will be with Riggs. Like that one. And again, if I miss the rope jump and I fall, it's possible to fall all the way back down to the propane tanks. At which point, you pretty much just want to throw your controller into a wall and never play a game made by Ocean ever again. But when you succeed, they are fun games. Alright, so this is, typically you want to wait for that guy to pass before you drop down. And see, Riggs can shoot faster. There's a guy over here, and he's kind of a dick. That guy. Oh, okay, cool. Whoa, crap. I almost did that perfectly. And this is the boss. So I don't really have the strategy for the boss. I just pretty much just blast away. Because I find I can usually kill the boss before he can really hurt me that much. Like, that's the end of the boss. If he jumps up on a platform, I usually stand underneath him because that's a good way to like avoid his knives and stuff until he jumps down on the floor. You do want to watch your time though, because if time runs out, the boss will get all of his life back. You don't get more ammunition. You'll see that I still only have one clip, but the boss will get all of his life. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Lethal Weapon on the Super Nintendo, and we are gonna do Mission 2, and it would be ideal to have Vitch-Ta here. Like, it's a shame that I died and then I'm stuck with Riggs, because there's a whole section you can skip if you have Vitch-Ta with you. Emergency, we have received a threat that unless the city pays 10 million by midnight, a series of bombs planted in the city sewers will detonate, causing billions of dollars of damage. Find the perpetrators and prevent them from carrying out this act. Again, not a thing you have to actually do. It sounds like instructions, but you just have to get to the end of the stage. In fact, completely opposite, we will actually find the explosives in the sewer, but there was nothing we can do to stop them from going off. So, if anything, not only is it not instructions, but it's a bit misleading. The next thing you're going to notice is those spikes right there. If you touch the spikes, it will look like you died. A turd's gonna come out of there, but you didn't die, you'll just restart at a checkpoint. You'll lose a little bit of life. And it's another one of those false areas where you think that you've lost a life, like when time runs out, but in actuality, you're pretty okay. You can swim in the piss water, and that is 100% piss. I don't know what else it would be. We're in the sewer, it's fucking yellow. But usually if you jump on the ropes, you know, it's a little easier to get around, I think. I'm not really sure why I do it. It's probably faster to swim. This stage's glaring problem is that there's a few sections where they ask you to make some like blind jumps and falls. Over here though is a good place to get a clock, and gotta jump and watch out for the spikes. You can jump over 2 spikes. Murtaugh, it's easier, but not only is there a clock that was there, but there's some body armor over here, which is good because we took a little bit of damage at the boss. We're gonna wait for the spikes because we don't want to clip through the wall and hit them, especially if you're Murtaugh. If you do well in this level, there's a lot of ways to get a lot of life back. So if I play good, Riggs will make it all the way to the end. I usually make some pretty stupid mistakes though. You need the boat here, the floating pile of trash. The plastic that will last centuries beyond us. If that happens, it's better that you shoot the guy on the fall down. I mean, usually I can make it in one jump, but you got to watch out for the pipe shooting the turd. I think they're supposed to be rocks, but I don't really understand why rocks would be coming out of sewer pipes. So I believe that it's actually a shit ball and oceans of piss. I'm gonna execute that guy. 1-2 for the smoke grenade guys. The smoke grenade guys can be a real pain in the ass. Their grenades will bounce, and then when they explode into like a little cloud, which has like a good coverage of area. And they can be above you, and they'll shoot their grenades, and they'll bounce down onto you. Into the sewer we go. It kind of looks like you die there, but I assure you you're okay. There's lots of ammunition in this stage, but you can shoot the ammunition. And if you shoot it, you do not pick it up. It just goes away. Oh, okay. I don't really want to be wasting that much ammo, but that works. And then you can see here, like, is it better to fall? Oh, I almost did that right. That's an example of the blind falls that the game asks you to make. There's really no way to know that on your first time playing. I know as soon as I drop down, he's going to shoot again. There he is. Most enemies die in 1 hit. Some enemies die in 2. Grenade guys die in 2. Machine gun guys die in 2. Whoa, that was close. Now we're going to climb down the rope. Watch out for the turd ball. 2, 1. Like to execute this guy from behind. And back up the ropes. This stage is a long stage, but I don't find it too particularly difficult. Its biggest thing is that there's just a lot to it. It's kind of overwhelming, especially compared to the size of the first stage. So I think a lot of people who played the game weren't able to beat the first stage because they couldn't get past the jumps with Riggs. So they tried this stage, but this stage is just so long that I think you just kind of get disheartened by the entire game. There's a lot of unfair hits like that. There's jumps like this. Like, I'm not sure which way to fall, so we're going to fall in the middle. Yeah, I kind of made a bad choice. And while it's not a huge deal to me, you know, that would be real discouraging at your first time playing the game. This is the area that if you're Murtaugh, you can skip almost all of it. See, I hit the spikes, so it just took life and reloaded me. Most of the enemies stay dead, some of the enemies come back. And because of these spikes, this stage really sucks shit. It sucks because there's no way to know if a spike is going to come out of the floor or not. Whoa, guy's shooting him fast. And if you're Murtaugh, you can jump from here all the way up there and get that ammo. But because I'm not Murtaugh, I am unable to do that. We have to go the long way. And again, the long way sucks because, you know, where are the spikes going to show up and when are they going to show up? Like right there. Unfair. Totally didn't know that was going to happen. Not sure where they're at here. So you got to kind of go as far and as fast as you can, as quick as you can. And there's a perfect example of the grenade guys really fucking you over. So you can see how the stage can be a pain in the ass, especially your first time through it. On one hand, I'm kind of annoyed that these things are happening, but on the other hand, like, I'm glad I get to show them off on camera, because this is, it's not the most common. This happens frequently enough to be an annoyance to the game. And that is only the halfway. But like, it is part, like, oh man, see? Didn't know the rock was gonna be there, grenade guy. That grenade would have hit me if I wasn't, fucking spikes. Fucking spikes, man. Why were there spikes on both of them? Alright, I'm gonna try to, but this is a classic example of the stage where, like, you go all the way to the right, you go up, you go all the way to the left, you go up, back and forth, etc., etc. It's a common theme in the game. So falling has its penalties. And again, with Murtaugh, this part would be a little easier. If I was Murtaugh, this is where I would have jumped up to begin with. And take out this guy. And right here, I know we want to wait. We want to wait for the spikes. I remember these spikes because there's this weird little machine in front of them. And that guy, his pattern can be a real asshole, and you'll oftentimes jump into him, and sometimes you'll get a bad bounce and fall back down to the ground. It's like an extra life almost, you know? Like, I'm back here. I'm not paying attention. I'm getting shot again. Two shots up. You do lose a lot of your ammunition, which is a bummer. When you continue, you start as the last character that you were. So I was Riggs, so now that I continue as Riggs. Which is kind of disappointing. You know, it would have been nice to have Murtaugh. Like, I could have died earlier on and used Murtaugh to skip the jumps, like if I was like low on health. But you can't really do that because if you die as Riggs, you'll come back as Riggs. So maybe that was on purpose. I think it's probably just like a memory efficient thing. Start the game as whatever character is loaded into memory and only switch them upon death. Oh, guy shooting off screen. Common problem. And I'm not really sure. I didn't really get a chance. Like, did we... I was that close to life. So I guess I crawled through the sewer system and then into the air ducts of a building. I don't really know how that would work. But it's weird that, like, I'm in a place now. We're gonna wait for him to shoot. I'm gonna take it slow. Where you at, jerk? He's probably gonna get me. There he is. We gotta watch out for this guy. There's another clock back here. If you don't die and continue like I did, you'll have plenty of time to beat the stage. This stage is very generous. And here we are. See, like, now we're like in a jail. So what do you think happened? I don't understand how the sewer connected to the... Whoa. I dodged that guy and jumped into another. Connected to the air ducts of a prison. This guy here, not even worth messing with. You can kill him if you want, but I suggest just leaving him. You can get crushed by the elevator. It won't kill you, but it'll hurt. And these look like they're spikes because they look almost exactly like the other spikes that we saw earlier, but no, it's just broken pieces of a ladder, which is kind of difficult to jump off of and often results in that. That guy gets me almost every time because I can't figure out how to get off the fucking ladder. I'm not going to go for that. I don't suggest you do either. I have to sneeze, but I don't think I'm going to get to use it. Man. Okay, what a bummer. This guy, all of these switches are along the way, so that's really cool. It's awfully convenient. And again, dope music. Here into more piss water. There's nothing in this. This is just like a big empty tank. I guess they forgot to put the alligator here or something. There is a cool trick here at the end, though. I'll show you. can walk on piss. Yeah, look at that. Walking on piss. I'm Piss Angel up in this motherfucker. I'm the piss walker. Pop. Don't worry about those guys up there. There's nothing up there that you need. Just run right by them. And this is the end of this section, but it is not the end of the stage. Oh no. Did this guy like unload himself? Where do you think he went? Oh, every time. Every time that guy gets me. See, and now we've crawled up into the subway. You can go left or right. Always go to the right. At least that's what I found. If you take it slow here, this section's not that big of a deal, but there's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies in this stage in general, so you usually just kind of make simple mistakes and get overwhelmed. Ammunition is also a bit of a problem if you shoot freely. Enemies are slower to react here though, so you have more time to see them before they get you. It's just a matter of remembering that who takes one shot and who takes two. You're going to go all the way down to floor 6. And then we're going to go to the right, and then we're going to go back up from floor 6 up to floor 1. Whoa, and another thing, see that this guy's like a machine gunner? Now he is like a regular bazooka guy. All enemies have the same death animation. And once you notice it, it's weird. You can watch them change form. See it? Memory efficient, but I mean, kind of shitty, right? Don't let that fool you, though. The game is... I have a lot of fun playing it. I enjoy this game a lot. Oh, I enjoy most of the games I play. You can shoot the ammunition. I almost always shoot that one. And you can see that I need it. A lot of enemies. A lot of bullets. Here's the... oh, shit. Look. Ooh, it was close. Here's the bombs that are doing billions of damage. But there's nothing you can do to stop them, so don't even try. Oh, I jumped right into it. And always check the other side of a jump. Wait for the bomb to go off completely because the sprite, I don't think it changes the hitbox size. So although the explosion looks smaller, the hitbox is still pretty large. So don't try to jump over it even as the explosion is dying. Wait for it to completely go away. Also, douche. So that's just, there's just douche back there. Billions of dollars of damage. I just stood there and watched it happen. Again, check, because one of these jumps has a guy right on the other side. Oh, man, with the doors. The door attacks are brutal. This one right there? Yeah, there he is. If you fall, again, you just get hurt, and then you start at a checkpoint. It'll look like you die, but you didn't die. If you try to rush through this area, the enemies have like a weird walking pattern. Like they don't really like turn around at any dedicated mark. Like they'll turn around in the middle of a poster or something. So you'll oftentimes think you're standing in a safe place, but really you're standing like right where they'll walk to. I don't really know how to explain that one. Does that make sense? You know, like you think that they're gonna turn around here because it's the poster, but they'll actually turn around like here. It's really weird. So you think you're standing in a safe place. Hey, this is what happens if you fall. You think you're standing in a safe place, but you're actually standing like right in their path. Another bomb. Check the other side. Looks like we're good. I think because there's so many enemies that you're supposed to be rigs here, but some of the jumps feel like Murtaugh jumps. And then you get in the subway car, and if you're quick enough, you don't have to kill that last guy that I killed, and you probably shouldn't. It'll save you 2 bullets. Again, this section, just kind of like go slow and try to remember, you know, 2 shots, 2 shots, 2 shots, duck, 1 shot. I'm about to run out of time. I'm gonna die. but I don't want to die and then come back and run out of time, so we're just going to sit here and wait for it. It would just hurt me, but you know, I don't have any life, and as far as I can recall, there's no bulletproof vest here, so it's best just to let the time run out, take the damage, and then come back as Murtaugh and finish the stage. And I think most of the enemies will stay dead, which is extra scary because now I don't know where an enemy's going to be. Right there, 2 shots. 2 shots. 2 shots. 2 shots. 1 shot. 1 shot. 2 shots. 2 shots. Crap, 1 shot, duck. Bazooka guys shoot the fastest. 2, well, 1 shot. So I usually almost always duck when I see one. Cool, and we're at the boss. And again, you could try to have a strategy for this guy, but I say just stand here and blast away. Rig shoots faster, so Riggs can kill the boss and take less damage. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Whew, that was close. That was not supposed to happen. But it doesn't matter. We beat the stage. That's 2 stages down. And in the next video, we will go and do exciting Mission 3, which is upstairs on the elevator. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mission Impossible. What are we playing? Lethal Weapon. I'm reading Mission 3 on the screen. Lethal Weapon for the Super Nintendo. So we're going to try to do Mission 3, but you're going to notice down there in the bottom left, I don't have any ammunition, so this isn't going to go all that well. We have received a threat of a terrorist bomb planted in a nearby shopping mall. Terrorists have been trapped inside. Be careful. I don't know how terrorists get trapped inside of the mall they put the bombs in, but that's what it says. And we get a picture of Murtaugh and Riggs up there, and I think Murtaugh is holding a cat. I don't know what he's doing. But hey, man, for the time, that was state-of-the-art graphics. So we're going to try this. We're going to try to Kung Fu here. So like it really doesn't matter if you're Riggs or Murtaugh, but I prefer to be Murtaugh because there's like these chutes up top. See this chute above me? On upper floors, there's going to be the chutes are going to be on the floor, and if I stand on them or in front of them, I'll go in them and I'll pop out down here. So I'm going to have to jump over them, and Murtaugh jumps higher, so it makes those jumps just a little bit easier to pull off. Oh. And this first couple of sections, not such a big deal, but the last room in this stage is a real motherfucker. So you want to try to preserve as much life as you can just for that one room. And the game is going to be pretty good about giving us ammunition and a little bit of clocks. You're under a little bit of pressure to go quick. Like that was a stupid mistake on my part. But what we really want is body armor. And I haven't mentioned it yet. Let's look at the score. You'll notice that your life bar, I like this, is the first bullet that you take is stopped by your badge. The second bullet that you take is stopped by your bulletproof vest. And when your badge and your bulletproof vest are gone, then you're dead. I think that's clever. I thought that was cute's not really the right word, but I like that health bar system. You know, it's a common action movie staple that your life is saved by a bullet that went into a Bible in your pocket, or since they're cops, into their badge itself. And in this section of the stage, we're going to go in these doors. I'm on floor 3. I'm going to go to the left, go in the door, go up to stage 4, go to the right. And here's the chutes. I got to sneeze again. 'Tis the season for that, and the plague has been going around the office. If I stand on that chute, I will be dropped down to a lower floor, so you want to hang on these things and jump over them. And that's why I prefer to be Murtaugh here. It's not that those jumps are difficult or that you can't do them with Riggs. It's not like stage 1. It's just that they're easier to do if they're Murtaugh because you can jump just a little bit higher. And flamethrower guys, like if this guy were to turn around up there, they turn around quick. Ooh, it was risky. I'm glad I pulled it off. So don't think that you're safe if they're like facing the opposite direction. If they have their back to you, like you're still in danger because they turn around really fast and fire. Jump over here. Things like that. I got a good bounce there, and I didn't get bounced into the chute, but it sucks that I got hurt there. That's 2 damage points that I would have liked to have kept for later sections. But now that I'm on the other side of the wall, it's opposite. Oh, like you think you want to jump over that, but in reality I want to go down, so I really wished I could go in that chute, but you can't. Now I have to watch out for chutes that'll take me up. And I don't know how you fall up a chute, but yeah, that's just what happens in the game. Don't question it too much. The game's a little goofy like that, but all in all, it's a fun game. There's no reason to kill that guy, save the ammunition, and just go through the door. And always kill the guys on the other end of the chute. So like Murtaugh can jump over that by himself, but I'm gonna play it safe. Man, I really gotta sneeze. Like it's teasing me. Shit. See, that's what happens if you go in a chute. We're just gonna have to sniffle it away. And time is a bit of an issue. And the bad guy shouldn't have come back. Oh, all right. And that's really all we're doing in this screen. To the left, watch out for the chutes. Down to the right. It's a common theme in the game that you like go up and down levels and that you can fall and have to backtrack. Like I could have fallen off the ropes in the boat and went back to the water or back to the propane tanks. You know, here I can take chutes that take me back to different floors and stuff. Where Dennis the Menace had the theme of like exploring the map and finding the coins, this game is all about, you know, climbing levels, left, up, right, up, you know, so and so, right, down, left, down, etc. Back and forth, I guess would have been a better way to explain that. And don't let the graphics fool you, man. I mean, the music is great, and it's a lot of fun. It's kind of frustrating. Oh, shit. Really wanted that ammunition. That was awkward for a minute there, wasn't it? We're going to get the ammo. There's nothing to the... fuck. There's nothing over here. See, it's just a wall. And it's the same on the other side, so really, you can just kind of make moves. Like that. Save the ammo and don't kill the guys. This area is really weird. There's really no way, like even though there's exit signs on the wall like behind me, there's no way out of this screen. The only way out of this screen is to kill all of the enemies. And I'm a little bit unsure of entirely how it works. I believe you have to kill all of the enemies on the screen, but I'm about to run out of time. So sometimes when I come back, I don't have to kill all of the enemies. So I'm unsure if it's worth it to just sort of like maybe not kill any more guys. Save my ammunition because I'm not going to die. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to sort of duck here. And maybe it's me, but does he look a little bit like Hitler when he looks at you? A little bit, right? It's the mustache. The Charlie Chaplin stash. You know, it's not fair that Hitler ruined that. Charlie Chaplin had it first. Okay, so now we're back. These guys on the stairs are the most dangerous. You'll see right there. But nobody else is. Like, you'll see that there's this guy on the stairs up there, but when he shoots above my head, so nobody else shooting on the stairs can hurt you. I don't know why. The angle's all wrong. It looks a lot scarier than it is. Otherwise, just try to go slow and stay calm because, again, you want as much life as you can for the final screen. And I've kind of fucked up. I've lost a little bit more life than I wanted to, but if I can finish this screen off, I'll say I'm doing okay. So this is a scarier part. Let's back away for a minute. That guy, pick up the ammunition, and just sort of clear them floor by floor. We're almost done. Once all of the enemies are dead, I'll just automatically be warped to the next screen. Damn. Damn. So that should be all of them? And it is. So this is the final screen of this stage, and man, does this shit suck. This is just brutal. You can see people are just like throwing shit at you off screen and stuff, and how the fuck are you supposed to know that they're there? You just can't. There's these like walls in the way, so you don't know where the bad guys are at. Like sometimes you think there's nobody on screen, but really they're just standing behind one of those. The enemies are cool here, though. The guy with the 2 Uzis and the jean jacket is my favorite. Yeah, that guy right there. Look at how boss that guy is. That guy's awesome. You know he listens to old school Metallica. Slayer. If he wasn't a gun-toting, murdering terrorist, he'd be my type of people. See, like right there's a classic example. The bullets are really fucking hard to see, and there's a guy shooting at me from off screen, standing behind a fucking pillar. These explosives don't go off on their own. They go off when you stand on them, which is also bullshit. Fuck. And I should take my time more. That was my fault for trying to rush and not duck like that. But even then, the timing is real tight. Murtaugh's slow. This is definitely a rigs section, if you will. But we've continued and we still have rigs, so we want to kill as many of the bad guys as we can. Some of them will come back. But if we could make it all the way to the top, well, that would just be ideal. So we're going to duck. Again, we don't really know where bad guys are at. So now we're rigs. Which makes it a little bit easier. You can see some of the bad guys came back. Because after we get all the way up to the top and flip this second switch, we're going to have to go all the way back down to the bottom. And then we have to clear out one last little bottom section. It was close. Fuck that guy. Ugh. Jump up there. Alright, what a load of crap. What a load of crap all of this is. This is all crap. This whole section sucks. I hate this fucking screen. Fuck. Alright, so we're almost there. Alright, so this is weird. I can jump over this, but you may have noticed, is that guy fucking dead? No, he's not. You're gonna notice that I'm gonna bonk my head. There's like an invisible wall above this piece of dynamite I'm about to jump over. I don't know where it's at. I don't know what it's doing there. I think its entire purpose is to bonk your head and make you land on this dynamite. So we're gonna try to clear it, but that's probably what's gonna happen. Yep, there it is. I don't know why that's there. It seems like a bunch of bullshit to me, but there it is. Not much we could do about it. Oh, shit. So the problem is that we don't have much life, and we got to get all the way downstairs. You see that room down below me? That's where we're going. So if I'm calm about this, I can make it to the end. Just slow and steady. Keep ducking and waiting because you never fucking know. There's totally a guy behind that pillar. As soon as I stood up, you motherfucker. And that's it. Just stand on the dynamite, and that's the end of the stage. So that's one of my least favorite stages because of that last room with the amount of enemies hiding behind shit and shooting you off screen. But if you take it slow and steady, you can do it. And that is 3 out of 4 stages. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Lethal Weapon for the Super Nintendo. We are in mission 4 out of 5. This stage is probably best done... Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Ah, there it is. Leo Getz is being held hostage in a nearby office complex. Can you help him? Yes, I can, but I most definitely do not. This is by far the worst stage in the game. A lot of platform jumping, a lot of unforgivable platform jumping. It's, I would say it's the equivalent to, watch out for that guy, by the way. You start getting attacked by an enemy. It's the equivalent to the sewer stage in Dennis the Menace, and that missing a jump can be very punishing. It's not as punishing as Dennis the Menace, because in Dennis the Menace, if you missed a jump, you died. Here, you just fall back to the start of the area. This first section's not such a big deal. These guys can be a bit of a pain in the ass because you kind of have to like ride on these platforms, and you just got to sort of hope that you luck out and that you're not in front of them when they shoot. I don't know, maybe there's a way to do it better. I just sort of fucking wing it. You think that this part's annoying when you first play the stage, but as you get further into this seemingly never-ending stage, you realize that this is actually the easy part, and that if the whole stage was like this, you wouldn't hate it so much. We're gonna keep going. This beginning area is kind of like a maze. You can go left, you can go right, you can go up, you can, well, you can't really go down, but kind of. So like I could keep going over to the right here, but all of these areas, they either take you to dead ends where there's like maybe a clock, or maybe there's like some body armor back there. Oh, I can't reach him. Or, you know, there's a ladder. They all eventually, is the word I'm looking for, take you to the same place. So the route that I take is not necessarily the best route. I don't really know. It's just the route that I take because it's the first one I figured out. It's the most convenient. But it's not like there's multiple ways through the game. There's only one exit door in here, and it's not like it's hard to find. It's in the top right corner. The door's always in the top right corner. Watch out for the fallen floor here. So it's just a question of, do you want to go all the way right and then go up, or do you want to do it like I did it? I usually go up as far as I can and then go as right as far as I can. So if I'm able to go up like this, I will. On this second platform here, do not jump on it while it's going down like that. Wait for it to be going up, because there's a dude down there with a fire extinguisher, a flamethrower, I mean, and the platform will just, he'll start shooting and the platform will just lower you right into it. You'll get hurt. Whoa, whoa, go in the door, don't get shot. I'm gonna make it. So again, whenever I come to these little sections, I just sort of, you know, go up as far as I can, then over to the right. Time is kind of a bitch in this stage, not because of this section. Ooh, that was not quite on the plans, but because of the later sections. And simple jumping mistakes like that are going to cost me just a bunch, just a ton. So we're going to try to be patient. Patience is your biggest enemy here. Patience is a big enemy in a lot of old school video games, but especially Ocean, I've noticed. I hate Ocean games while I'm playing them, but I love them later. Like, I look back on Dennis the Menace very fondly, and I feel the same about this game. The big problem with Ocean games is that there's no passwords and there's no continues. Or not continues, saves, I mean. Whoa, at least I didn't fall. So you have to beat the game in one sitting, and the game is oftentimes very frustrating and very long. So this is the start of the bullshit. This is the platform jumping section. And this is going to go on for what seems like an eternity. And if you're a casual player, this is probably going to be the point in which you just throw your controller through a wall and never play this game ever again. This part is so frustrating, and this is where time becomes an issue, because you can't really do anything to change the speed of these platforms. You're just sort of a victim of their location and shit. And they definitely did not try to help you. Their enemy placement is either extremely good or extremely fucking aggravating. I'm not sure. You know, like, it's almost unnecessary, but at the same time, like, well, I don't know. But you can see that if you fall, I've gotten lucky and I've landed on platforms. You can fall all the way back down to the start and have to do all of the platform jumping over again. So don't miss. It's probably a Murtaugh stage because of the amount of jumps that you do. I do it with Riggs, mainly because Riggs is who I end up here the most. And now I find it almost harder with Murtaugh because I'm not used to his higher jumping. Also, this platform that I'm standing on now, you cannot jump through the bottom. All of the other platforms in this map, you can jump from the bottom through the ceiling, except the one that I'm standing on now. And if you don't know that, you will hit your head, you will fall all the way back down to the bottom. You will have to do that whole section over again. Again, it's another one of these. At first you find these annoying, but I'm actually relieved to be in sections like this. If I knew this area better, if I spent more time exploring, and I have before, there are clocks and there is body armor to the left. I just don't know in which passage is which, and some of them only have ammunition, and I don't need the ammunition. And I think you waste more time going after unnecessary objects than you gain from them, so. You won't see me go off exploring too frequently. I'm not sure what happened to my bullet there. Did you guys see that? That happens from time to time, and I always say when it happens, I'm gonna go check. You know, I'm gonna go check the high speed. I'm gonna see what happens. I don't know. The bullet just doesn't come out of the gun. It hits an item in the background. It's a mystery. But we're back to another platform jumping section. And this is not even the worst of it. This is actually the better half of it. Here you have to hang on the ropes. I made a lot of mistakes early on here by forgetting to grab onto the rope. I know that sounds ridiculous. It's such a beginner shit player mistake, you know, but yeah, see, you could fall all the way back down if you're unlucky. But, you know, like when you have to jump and shoot enemies, like you have to jump and hold the up button to grab a hold of the rope, and you can get so caught up in what you're doing that you forget to hit that up button. Or if you make a mistake and you're falling and you're like desperately flailing for buttons, I can oftentimes forget to hit up. I'll be like, it's cool, I'll just grab this rope, and then I fall right through it. These first couple of parts I struggled with in the beginning, but not so much anymore. It's the next couple of sections. I don't know if it's the next room or the room after that give me a little bit of trouble. Every time. I forget about that every single time. That guy's a dick. I was going to make an awful joke. I'm not going to make it. It's just too wrong. But yeah, fuck that guy. It's fun shooting that guy. I'm not really sure what those things are either. I mean, I'm in an office building, you know, like, what's happening here? And you never do see Leo Getz. So I guess I rescue him. I don't really fucking know. See, I can't jump up there, but Murtaugh would be able to do it. Instead, we're just gonna wait for hopefully a fucking platform to show up. There it is. And you can see that I'm almost out of time, and there's really not a lot I can do about it. There are a couple of clocks. I don't know which screen exactly it's in, so we're gonna try to get as far as we can, and maybe we'll make it to a clock if we're lucky. Yeah, like there's one. Yay. And hopefully we can get out of this screen. I don't mind running out of time because all it does is hurt you, although it is aggravating. I just don't want to run out of time like this close to the door. Watch out for that flamethrower guy up there because he can shoot through the floor. Like that. And we're out of the room. So I don't really mind if I run out of time now, because here's another one that we got to do. I believe there's clocks in this room as well. We'll see if we can make it, but I don't think we will. 34 seconds is not a lot of time, especially when you're at the mercy of the platforms, and some platforms move quite slow, like this one. But enemies don't respawn, at least most of them don't. Sometimes they do. I'm not quite sure what makes an enemy respawn. So sometimes it's beneficial to kind of try to kill the enemies to make your second run through easier. Sometimes it's beneficial to just not move because, you know, you can get hurt by an enemy, and, you know, you're looking at like 3 seconds on the clock, and it's like, all I'm going to do... what you don't want to do is die by getting hurt by an enemy and then start with your new life with only 3 seconds on the clock, because the very first thing that happens with your brand new life is you run out of time and take damage. So sometimes it's better if you only have like one life point to just let the clock run out and let the clock kill you so that you can start your new life with a full clock. I wasn't sure he could make that jump. That was risky, but he can, so pro tips. And I believe that jump that I just made onto that moving platform is a real motherfucker. Sometimes it just doesn't line up right. There was a clock right there too. It's a real shame. And Murtaugh would be able to make it. So there is a fucking guy up here with a gun. I just don't know where he's at. There he is. Shoot that asshole. Otherwise, you'll clip through the floor as you make these jumps, and you'll jump into his feet. That's the jump. That jump can be a real bitch because the platforms just barely line up, and I don't know if it's by design or by like half-ass shitty development. So you think you're through with the worst part, but now you're in this little maze-like section where you have to flip these switches. And this part is fucking weird because I have to flip the green ones to open up the door. When I hit these red ones, that ladder opens, and usually I can fall down the ladder with more grace than that, but I never have enough time to get down the ladder completely, so I'm not really sure what they expect you to do there. I believe the switch is over here. Yeah, so there's the switch. So I'll show you, like, when I try to get down this ladder over here. We're gonna wait for it to go, all right? We're gonna wait for it to flip itself off. Like, ah, fuck you. We're gonna turn it on, right? And now you can't down jump, so all you can do is fall. I don't know. I don't know what they expect you to do there to get down. If you figure it out, by all means, let me know. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. I just don't know what it is. But now that all the switches are pulled, there was a gate that was like right there. The gate is now open, so I can walk through it. Again, we'll wait. I believe I do have enough time for this one. And this is the door. It really sucks I took that damage. And now you're in the second part, and it gets worse. I think this is the worst one. Oh yeah, this is the worst one. So these things suck. Whew, I hate this portion. If there's anywhere where I'm gonna fuck up, this is gonna be it. And I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do about that guy. I guess they expect you to like float and kill him, but you can't really control the height of your float, so I don't know. I just take the fucking damage. And again here, usually I have about a 20% success rate of landing back on my platform there. Usually that's what happens. You just gotta take it. There's gonna be a fair amount of that. Hopefully not too much of it because I'm playing okay, but there's gonna be some level of bullshit with it. That guy can really suck. So there's the gate that I gotta open. Now because these like stairs that come out of the wall aren't on very long, I wanna wait for the fan to stop blowing, right? And as soon as it starts blowing, hit it, jump, try to climb all the way to the top, get off as soon as possible. And your other switch, I don't know if I got that guy, is over here. Ooh, all right, so that's a little difficult at first, but it's this portion over here. This is the difficult part. And I don't know. It's worse with Riggs. It's definitely easier with Murtaugh. We'll see how it goes. So what's gonna happen is when I walk past this little grate, the grate's gonna start blowing wind, and it's gonna try to blow me into a fan. And I need to fight my way back, but I need to climb this ladder. And when I get to the top of the ladder, there's another fan. But that fan is always triggered by you reaching the top of the ladder. So you always have to get off of the ladder fighting the fan. You're gonna see it's fucking awful. So first things first, right? Not too tough. Not too tough. Not too tough. Not too tough. Wait for the fan to stop. Right, wait for it to start. We're gonna wait for it to stop. We're gonna hit the switch. We're gonna climb the ladder. When I get to the top of the ladder, just wish me luck. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, it's that. Now I have a decent amount of time on the clock, so it's not the end of the world, but man, I mean, just sometimes like shit like that. Murtaugh jumps higher, a little bit easier with Murtaugh. And you can see what I want to do is land on that platform to my left. There we go, and then I can jump here in place to fight the wind. And then I can just jump across. And oddly enough, it's not actually the grate here that shoots out the wind, see? Like, I'm a little bit safe. So I don't know what that's about. There is a platform there. We want to go, and you want to wait on this platform. Now, when, see how the walls have gone in and there's 2 switches? If I jump and I land in the middle of both of those switches, I will turn the platform on and then off again. I don't know if that was just like a one-time thing or what, but I suggest from here on out that you only land on half the switch. Once you hit the switch and the platforms are out, you can't hit the switch again for like a little bit of a time, so you're safe for a bit. But that's that. And just let that fan blow you through. That's the last switch. You'll go all the way back to start. You'll take a little bit of damage, but that's the best way to get back to where you want to be because... that's never happened before. The gate is over here to my right. Yeah, see, usually that's what happens. And we're going to wait for that to go away, and this is where the gate was, if anybody remembers. Still not done, though. The horror, the awfulness has not come to an end. So don't relax. Now, I'm going to have to blow myself up here, take the wind, and hit the switch and climb some steps. And sometimes it works well. Other times, that's what happens. Other times, that's what happens. And if I'm fortunate, that won't happen very much. Because as you can see, I'm running a little low on life. I got a decent amount of time. I've been making good progress. Because this is the end of this portion, but we're still not done. Come on, get up there. Well, at least I made it back to safety, and I still took damage. So, I guess that was pointless. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, no, no, I didn't know there was wind up there. There was wind up there? I forgot. Hey, there's wind up there. Of course there is, because, you know, why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't the game be as aggravating as fucking possible? It's an ocean game. They made just all of the worst choices. So we're going to try that again. And we're going to wait, more waiting. And even when I finish this, I mean, if I can get up to the top of that ladder, that's the end of this room, but it's not the end. I am by no means where I need to be. That's going to be bad. Oh my God, I made it. Whew. Okay, let's try this again. We can do it. We can do it. I don't care. Another bullet just disappeared into the abyss. So I wanted the clip, but that's okay. Here is the third and final section, and we got to watch out for this electricity on the floor. And electricity works just like spikes in that. Ooh, did you see them skills? Them ducking skills? Give me their ducats, motherfucker. Getting robbed. That you will instantly have to start all over at the beginning of the screen. The enemies will stay dead, most of them, but you got to do it over again. So patience is a virtue in this section. It's real easy to get aggravated real fucking quick. Don't let that happen. I got a little lucky there with the platform. I mean, I knew there was a platform there. I just didn't know where it was at. It's kind of dumb for me to make that risk. Just as I'm talking about how patience is a virtue. I wait for the electric floor. Wait for the electric floor. If you wait, you'll do better. If you try to rush, that's when you punish yourself because you get hurt and you have to do the whole thing over again. Here you want to wait for the fan to turn off, and then you want to stand under the switch, and the fan will blow you into it, and you want to ride the elevators up to the top because that's where the other green switch is at. So they were nice enough to give you a clock. pretty dumb of me to try to make that jump really quick, but hey, you know, whatever. Hit it. We don't really need the ammo, but we're gonna go for it anyways, because why not? We're here. Ride the platform down. I bet a better player would be able to jump maybe from there directly to here. Well, it's not what I wanted to do. There is a problem though in that, like, when you get back down there, you don't have a platform to stand on, so you got to make the jump at the right time to catch the wind. So it's not uncommon that I would have fallen. I wouldn't have fallen in that exact spot, but I probably would have fallen when I got to the bottom anyways. And this is what I'm saying. Patience is a virtue. You know, you forget that you did the electric thing, and then you fall, and you're like, oh shit, see, and then you forget about the platforms, and you can see how you're eager to want to rush, and the more you rush, the more times you fall, the more times you fall, the more times you have to start over, etc., etc. And the music is killing it though. Well, we almost had the platform load, and there it is. Okay, now we can see the platform, we can make our jump, but we're about to run out of time, and that's a real bummer. Well, it doesn't matter, I'm dead. So this is the debate, right? Do I just let the 30 seconds tick away? Because I don't think I can get out of the stage in 30 seconds. And all I'm gonna do is fall, die, start with Murtaugh, and then immediately take damage because I don't have enough time. So, with 16 seconds on the clock, we're just gonna sit here and jam out for a bit. It also work better, and I would always constantly catch air and rise to the top. So I don't know what the fuck's happening. Really don't want to have to do this section again if I die. I'd really like to make it to the fucking door. And we'll see. We'll see. Okay, come on, fan. Do your fucking job. You have one job. Can you make it happen? That's how you do that. Forget Murtaugh kind of has like a hover effect because he can jump higher. Wait for the electricity. Okay, wait for the fan to turn off. Stand under the switch. Take the elevators. So I'm not sure if I have to hit the fucking thing again. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't believe that I do. Yeah, it's off. So that's good news. So see, I don't have the platform to stand on to jump to the fan, so I just gotta kind of time this right. We're gonna wait for the fan to turn off. There, it's off. And now it should be turning on, and I should be able to catch it, especially with Murtaugh. The Murtaugh doesn't shoot fast enough to kill that guy. Well, how about that? That was crappy. No, what is this? Turn off, fan. Man, how long are you gonna stay on? Forever? Wait it out. It will eventually turn off. You might get bored and turn the game off before the fan stops, but with enough patience, you can do this. I believe in you. You're special. And that, my friends, is how you get to the boss. The end of mission 4 out of 5. probably gonna have to like karate kick this guy, which is gonna kind of suck. There we go. That's it. That's the end of the stage. Level complete. So we never did see Leo Getz. Right? I just assume we rescued him. He was probably kidnapped by the mobster. Don't know, but hey man, let's look at it. That is 4 out of 5. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Mission completed. And this is mission 5, which is now unlocked. So, hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the 5th and final episode of Let's Play Lethal Weapon on the Super Nintendo. Weapons have been stolen from the police storage depot. A crooked ex-police sergeant is suspected. Find him and stop him. Heavy armed resistance is expected. And there's Riggs and Murtaugh at the shooting range. Riggs is a hell of a shot, if you've never seen the movie. The 5th stage, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I'm just not that good at it. I don't get to play it as much because you have to do the other 4 stages first. One of the bigger issues is going to be like there's a little bit of platform jumping, some more aggravating than others, but the good news is that the stage itself is really pretty short. Our biggest issue is going to be that we are almost out of ammunition. I have a bullet and now I have to kick people, so we'll see how far we can get with Murtaugh's life here. We just want to see if we can kill as many enemies as we can. Shit like that happens a lot. That's the most aggravating part of this stage, is that enemies are very frequently on the edges of platforms, and every time you get hit, it's a lot like the Ninja Gaiden effect. Gaiden, however you want to say it. In that, you know, you constantly just get knocked off the edge. I just want to kill at least one dude. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully that guy stays dead. I'm kind of starting to be under the impression that if a guy is in the process of dying, he doesn't count as being killed. So we'll see. The bad news is that Riggs doesn't jump as well as Murtaugh, so these jumps are a little bit more difficult, and he did not stay dead. And I don't mind continuing. I have enough continues. I just would prefer to at least make it through a section. Continues work sort of like extra lives, you know, like every room is a checkpoint, so we just want to make it to the end. And I think it's best to jump while the platforms that you're jumping onto is moving down to further increase your chance. Hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I know as soon as I jump he's gonna come back. Fuck me. Okay. Huh. He got his life back too. Okay, so see, I don't mind if I have to continue now because I made it out of the room. These office sections here, not a big deal, right? I actually like these little area rooms. I usually do pretty, like I think maybe when you like land a jump, you can't immediately shoot, and that code messes up from time to time, and sometimes like you just can't shoot. Sometimes I think if you try to jump on a moving platform while it moves up, the motion of the platform, god damn it, cancels your jump. See, again, I guess maybe they want me to take the low road there. That's how you're supposed to get around that. And I just always take the high road. But it's okay. I mean, we get to continue from this room. If we can kill most of these enemies and then we die with Riggs, that's fine because we'll get to come back as Murtaugh, and then a lot of these jumps will be a lot easier. So I'd almost at this point prefer to die, but not quite yet. If you're Riggs, you definitely want to run all the way to the edge of the platform and then jump. I don't know why you couldn't technically be able to do a standing jump, but I've never had any luck with it, so. And I'm out of ammunition, so that's shitty. We can kill that guy from behind, so there is some bullet right here. We're gonna get this because we're gonna need it. This should be the flamethrower guy. If I could have jumped, that would have been the flamethrower guy. So again. And again, and again, and again, and again. And again, okay. This should be the flamethrower guy, and of course, I have no life. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. That guy is the worst fucking dude. The first couple of playthroughs of this stage, man, I would get all the way here, and then that guy would fucking kill me every goddamn time. So fucking aggravating. And again, no passwords, no saves. So if you run out of continues, like that's it. You know, that was the end of my game. That fucking guy. Not that guy that just shot me. Flamethrower dude. But now that I can do it, I kind of enjoy it. He's still one of the more difficult enemies. He's a very aggravating bad guy. Mainly because I'm not really sure what they expect from me here. We really want to be down there, but we're going to kill these guys up here because, I don't know, it just makes me feel better. This guy with the rockets is not a whole lot better, though. We need to time this correctly. But we're going to wait again. Not getting any good luck. He seems to be shooting as I'm going up. There we go. There we go. That's how you do that. All right, so that to me is the worst room in the game, but or the stage. But there is one more area that can cause a bit of problem. This section here, not so much. I actually like these sections. I can usually get through here without being hit. I might get hit once or twice. Oh, I did not mean to shoot the clock. Doesn't matter. Whoa. Oh. Tried to get off the desk. I don't know. We're just going. We're just going. Whatever. I don't have any. I do have ammo. I wonder why I wouldn't shoot earlier. Doesn't matter. Okay, so this is like that. Sliding on moving platforms. Sliding on moving platforms, always an issue. But that's it. I mean, if I can make that last jump, we are... Woo! We are done with the stage, so... We'll give it another shot here. And that's the door. So this is the boss. This is the final boss of the game, and this shit is weird. This shit is super weird. So I gotta fight two of these like fat guys. It's okay, girl. Whatever you think you hear. And if you can kill the first one like that, the second one is real easy. Now you'll notice I have almost no ammunition, so we'll just jump up there and grab that. And this second guy can't get you if you stand down here. So this is like a safe place. You just sort of jump and pop him out like this, and you'll take him out with no problem at all. This is the only boss in the game where I have any sort of a strategy. Whoa, and I'm gonna fuck it up, huh? Okay, and once he's dead, you can see the police chief up there in the top left-hand corner. You guys see him up there? And this is real fucking weird. It took me a couple seconds to figure this out. Oh, so basically you just want to run and just touch him. And that's it. It looks like you got hurt, But that's how you win the game. You just touch the police chief, and this is the ending credits. So that's it. That's the end of the game. That's the end of Lethal Weapon. Congratulations. You have dealt a mighty blow against organized crime and proved yourself a lethal weapon. But the fight still goes on. And that's the ending. You get the same thing that you get from the continue screen, which I think is kind of disappointing. We do get one extra screen, but it's probably not as thrilling as you thought. There you go, credits. Programming and game design, Alan Short. Graphics and game design, Colin Rushby, Ray Coffey, Ivan Davis, William Don Douche. Dean Evans did a great job with the music. I'm not sure who the guy is behind these two. I'm guessing that's Alan Short maybe. First Moves, James Higgins. Toys, Warren Lancaster. I didn't know there were toys. Are there Lethal Weapon toys? Being Sad and RoboCop and Graphics, Jack Wickley. What the fuck's that about? John Woods for Motivation. Then there's just other people. Bobby Earl, Paul Street, Bobby Arnold, Paul Owens, and everyone else at Ocean. This game is dedicated to Samuel Patrick Spencer Short. The end. So that's it. That's the end of Lethal Weapon. Well, I don't know what you guys thought. Typical Ocean game. While I play it, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, I'm aggravated. It could definitely use a password or a save system. Now that it's over and it's done, I have a good time playing it. All in all, not a bad game. An aggravating game, a frustrating game, but a fun one nonetheless. I would say Ocean games so far rank like just slightly above average. Like it's probably like a 6.5 or so. That might be a bit generous. If you're not dedicated to beating the game, you're not going to enjoy it as much. If you just play it casually, you're gonna fucking hate it. But hey man, I got all the way through it. That's the end. I liked it. So as always guys, I can't do anything. I can mash buttons, nothing happens. You have to turn the system off or reset it, which I always liked. But that's the end of the game. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. I'll see you in the next game. Good night.